Hello everyone. So today we'll talk about some of the newly released feature in Avni. These are the four features that we'll mostly talk about. And first of all, we'll see how the app looks like with these features set up, and then we'll also talk about how you can set these features up for your organization. So the first one is subject type icons. So till now we used to show some static icons, some default icons. In the app, but with this feature you can upload the icon of your choice for each subject type, and that icon will show up in both the apps. So first let's see the data entry app. So here in the register I have two subject types and I have uploaded different icons for both. So in the different screens these icons will show up. So this is my dashboard screen, and you can see the member screen for each of the player. Different icons are showing up. Now let's see the mobile app. So similarly here, if I tap register, my player and team icon shows. So in my search result, the icon is for the team. I go to that, the dashboard shows the team icon, and in the member list I get to see the player icons. So this is how the app will show the icons at different places. Now let's see how you can configure or upload the icon for your subject type. So if you already have the subject type, you can always click on edit, and here is an option of icon. You can click on this icon and upload the icon of your choice. Once you save, ask your user to sync the app and they will start seeing the icon of that subject type. Similarly, when you're creating a new subject type, this option is available there, and you can upload the icon during the subject creation as well. Okay, so the next feature is file data type. So there are some media types that are already supported in Avni, which are audio, video, and image. So with this new file data type, users will also be able to upload the file of the configured type. So first of all, let's see how they can upload the file. So I will go to my data entry app again, and I have one encounter set up for each of the player where they need to upload their negative RT-PCR report in the PDF format. So once I upload the file, I click on that, and I can basically choose a PDF file, and I can preview the file by clicking on this. So this is my file. So for now I will just click on next and save this encounter. So this is how the users upload the file using data entry app. Similarly in the mobile app as well, if I open any player, so let's open a player and I go to new form, COVID negative report. I will choose to upload the form, to upload the PDF file. So as you can see, the other files are here, they are disabled and user cannot select these files. So they can only upload the PDF file. So I will just upload one random PDF. Okay. And I click on next and save. So this is how users can upload it. Now let's see how you can configure this in your form. So I'll just show the encounter that we just filled. So there is a concept of file data type, and there are two options. So the first option allows you to restrict which type of file user can upload, and the second option allows you to restrict the size of that file. So these are the different extensions or the options that you can choose from to upload a file of particular type, and also you can increase or decrease the size of the file. So the next feature is easy way to sort coded answers. So there are many cases where there is a huge list of coded answers, and you want to sort it in some particular order. Maybe you want to sort it in alphabetical order, or maybe you want to you want to bring the most used option at the top, and then the subsequent options. So now we provide the option to sort the concept answers alphabetically, and also you can move each answers up and down and you can place it wherever you want. So once you have moved all your answers, you can click on save, and it will save all the answers and will display these options in the form in this order only. So the last feature is about the user management and related to admin app, which is about the custom password and password reset options. So I'll go to my admin app, and so what used to happen is if the users are created and they have not logged in for a long time with their temporary password, the temporary password used to get expired, right? And there was no way to reset the password from the app. So, but now admin themselves can reset the password of any user by clicking on reset password. So there they can set a new password, verify the password, and once they click on confirm, the user's password get reset to this password. So this will help admin user to manage their user more efficiently. The next feature related to the user management is the support to provide the custom password. So when any user is created, basically they are given a temporary password of the password, and when they log in with this password, they are prompted to change the password. So now with this option, what you can do is you can yourself create a custom strong password for the user, and you can ask them to use that. So this will be their permanent password, and they won't be prompted to change their password when they do the first time login. Of course, they can change it later, but during the login they won't be allowed to change. So yeah, so this is how you can use the different feature. Again, this is the list of feature. Please try it out, and please reach out to us if you want any help in setting up these features for your organization. So thank you.